Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a story of what if Naruto mastered Kurama's chakra earlier. What if Naruto gained control over Kyuubi chakra during the month of training for the finals of the Chunin exams. What if Jiraiya taught more than summoning? Watch as Naruto takes the whole world by storm with near unstoppable power and unmatched potential, but when the chips are down, it's all or nothing against hidden threats and godlike enemies. Will he survive? Before we start, thank you for all the support, it really means a lot to me. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, and check the description for the creator of this great fanfic. And also, as I said, I will be changing the story title to What If Naruto Power of the Tailed Beast, so don't forget that. Let's continue. Chapter 28. Deep 2 chapters in one day. What are the odds? Clear a path. Now damn it. Citizens and shinobi alike fled out of the path of Ibiki as he carried Naruto across his back, Haruka and Shino following closely on their way to the hospital. The fact that his face was covered in blood and his nose was clearly broken did act a dangerous look to the already intimidating man. As they approached the entrance, they were stopped by 3 Anbu, who all had weapons drawn. Halt. What happened here? Was he injured in the exams? Before anyone could respond, a ninja in the street blurted out. Is that Samaheda? What? Demanded the lead Anbu, who circled around the massive frame of Ibiki, only to see that Naruto had both the Kubikiribocho and the Samaheda across his back. The Anbu leader reached out to touch the sword, only for spikes to spring out and pierce his hand. Get him in a hospital room and get the Mizukage here now. I want 2 teams of Anbu here and send a tracker team out to find Kisame. Naruto's head lifted up weakly as he looked the Anbu in the face. Kisame is dead. Unknown location, so he killed Kisame. Stated Pain as he looked at the hologram of Zetsu. Yes. The Kyuubi Jinchuriki finished him with the Hatake's Reikiri. Stated Zetsu. What of Itachi? He escaped the Jinchuriki's team and recovered Kisame's ring, but not his sword or body. Stated Zetsu with disdain. At least he recovered the ring, though we will need to gain the one tail now. Stated Conan. Without Kisame's resources, the Sanbi will take nearly a week to seal. The Sanbi is already being brought in by Toby. We have to seal it anyway. Stated Pain, clearly upset. Get Itachi back here now. We will discuss his new partner and if he shall be punished for allowing Kisame to fail. We will need Deidara and Toby here then. Shall I pull them from Mist? Konoha will be sending reinforcements soon. Naka Shrine. Sasuke fell to his knees, his eyes struggling to adjust to the vast amount of light that this place had over whatever hell he had been in since Orochimaru. After several minutes, Sasuke opened his eyes, finally able to see. He was at the Naka River Shrine. A fortress built in the days of the clan wars, that was used as a forward post against the Senju. Why am I here? Sasuke stood, his legs weak as he moved toward the entrance. He grumbled as his eyes had to readjust to the dark, his mind hazy as he searched for a place to rest. Upon seeing a large throne in the middle of the room, Sasuke moved to it, before passing out in front of it, his mind and body giving out. Rice country. You have your mission. Gurren, Gozu, you 2 go get what I requested from Waterfall. Ordered Orochimaru before he watched his 2 loyal subjects nod and take off. Good. Now Jugo, Hashi, you did so well getting me Sasuke the last time. Go ahead and grab him for me again. The 2 large figures nodded and turned to leave. Oh, and Hashi. The smaller of the 2 men froze as he heard his name. If anyone tries to stop you, kill them. Understood. Stated the shorter man, his voice bringing back fond memories. Good. Kiri, sir. Excellent news from Kiri. Kisame Hoshigaki is dead. Exclaimed an eager voice as he moved toward his boss. What? Asked a tall, well-dressed young man. Lord Daimyo, that swine who killed our father, is no more. He was killed, right here in Kiri not even a day ago. Stated the messenger, who revealed himself to be the daimyo's younger brother. By who? Even Mei would struggle to defeat that wretched man. The water daimyo hated Kisame, having been there when the monster of the mist killed his father. Naruto Namikaze. He apparently ran across him in the first trial of the Jonin exams. And Anbu has reported that he is in our hospital now. He possessed the Samaheda. Namikaze. He now has 2 of our swords, does he? A smile crossed his face. Summon my guard, I shall meet this man. Tell the servants to give the fire daimyo whatever he wants while I'm gone. Konoha. The Namikaze estate once again stood host to a small gathering. Tayuya and Choji were eating dinner in the living room, while Hana and Karen were idly chatting on the couch next to them. The topic had rather quickly turned toward the two team members out in Kiri. I'm sure they're fine. Naruto is considered S rank in some countries. And Shino is on par with Kurenai. Stated Hana, watching Tayuya and Choji destroy a pair of steaks. It's like they were made for each other. Karen tuned her clanmate and friend out before she replied. Yay, but those Akatsuki guys are still out there, and even if Naruto is strong enough to fight one of them one-on-one, the rest of them. Shino really isn't a direct fighter, and I barely know the other two. Tayuya was about to respond, when a loud knock at the door caught her attention. Damn it, just come in. The door opened to reveal an Anbu. Everyone in the room froze as the Anbu stepped into the house. Namikaze has had a run-in with unknown enemies in Kiri. His team is to head there now. Stop at the tower for the paperwork. I told you shithead would get himself in trouble. Hokage Tower, are you sure this is accurate? For the 8th time Hiruzen, yes. Stated Danzo as they waited for Naruto's squad to show up. Ibiki confirmed it. Naruto killed Kisame Hoshigaki and obtained the Samahita. He is in the hospital now with chakra exhaustion and other injuries. What about Itachi? Questioned Hiruzen. He was fighting the rest of the squad. Aburame suffered a broken arm, Yumino a cut on his leg that was field patched, and Ibiki has a broken nose. Stated Danzo. I have instructed the Genin team there to heal them, as I do not trust the missed medical teams. When his squad gets here, you will be going with. I do not trust Akatsuki. If you must use it, then so be it. Stated Hiruzen. I'm still wanted for war crimes there. Reminded Danzo, a small smirk on his face. I'll handle that. Get Naruto home, if you must wait around a week or two, then so be it. Replied Hiruzen, his own mouth twisting into a sly smile. Was she worth it? No, she was terrible. Kiri Hospital, hey Kurama, long time no see. Stated Naruto as he looked out at the Kyuubi, lying under his tree. Kit, we have a problem. Well, I do anyway, this probably is good news for you. Stated the massive fox as he turned his head towards the blonde. Your body is ready for a full transformation, it would probably knock you out for a few days, but it won't kill you anymore. Awesome. Wait, how is that good news for me and bad news for you? Do you not want me using a full transformation? Questioned the blonde with a confused facial expression. Is this one of those Biju pride things? No. This is more of a, we need to link our minds, so my escape no longer can happen. Type things. Stated the fox as it sat up to look Naruto in the eyes. If that happens, then I don't get to walk out of here anymore. Instead of being released when you die, or the seal breaks, I have to reform. It took the Sanbi 15 years to reform kid. I have overwhelming more chakra than Isobu. Remember the tails. Yay, every tail is twice as strong as the last. Rattled off Naruto before his eyes went wide. You have 32 times the strength of the Sanbi. How the fuck did you ever lose to anything? No you idiot, I have 32 times the chakra. I'm about 9 times stronger than Isobu. I'm about 12 times stronger than Shukaku, but his damn sand makes up a lot of the gap. Retorted Kurama as he looked at the blonde. But the chakra will condense at the rate of power. It will take more than 50 years to reform. So you will never let me use a full transformation. Why didn't you tell me this sooner? Because I was hoping you would mess up before this point and I could escape. I like you Kit, but not more than freedom. Stated the fox. Real nice Kyuubi. You asshole, I thought you were different. If you had been trapped for a quarter of your life, and there was an opportunity to be free again, would you not take it? Foolish human, I may respect you, I may even call you a friend for what you have done for me here, but you are not above me. Then there was a tense silence, 2 sets of eyes locked in morbid combat. Is that why you let me take your chakra? So you could escape quicker. A sinister grin from the fox made Naruto's heart sink. I don't make deals where I get the short end of the stick, Kit. Like I said, I like you, more than any other mere mortal I've ever met, but you're my means to an end. Kurama was shocked when Naruto simply faded out of existence, but let a snort go as he looked to the top of his cage. Guess you will just have to wait for the next visit then. Hospital room. Naruto eyes opened to see a sight that warmed his recently injured heart. His lovely girlfriend, Hinata Hyuga, was sleeping in a chair next to his bed. Of course she was less than presentable, Her hair was a mess, a line of drool down her chin and her jacket zipped all the way up, all making her look like a drunk marshmallow. You're so beautiful, muttered Naruto as he looked at his significant other. Not now, Naruto-kun, I'll do it again later. It feels so good when it goes down my throat. Giggled Hinata as she slept, making Naruto turn red. Hinata. Wake up. Sputtered out Naruto, glad no one else was in the room. I am awake. That was for making me think you were actually hurt. Stated Hinata as she sat up and looked him in the eyes, straightening her hair. You always come back hurt. You're lucky the Mizukage let us work on you. I needed him awake. The two turned to see Mei standing in the doorway. She had a very serious look on her face as she looked behind Hinata, where Kubikiribocho and Samahida were leaning in the corner of the room. It was Zabuza's will that you keep the Kubikiribocho, and I will respect that until you are no longer the owner of that sword. But we can't lose the Samahida. I guess that is fine. I'll just take the reward for killing Kisame and the reward for returning the sword. Stated Naruto honestly. Mei paused. The two rewards together would put us in deep trouble. I'd have to get it approved by the daimyo. We will see what we can do. Other than that, we need to debrief you on your fight with Kisame. I killed him. With jutsu I don't want anyone unnecessary to know about. Stated Naruto with a very terse response. I'll tell you how I finished the fight in private if that is what you were looking for, but other than that, I can't say. That won't be necessary. Another voice spoke from outside the room, making Mei freeze in her tracks. The gathered ninja watched to see Chojiro walk into the room. As the current leader of the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist, I will challenge you for Samahida. No, Chojiro. Ordered Mei, swinging the attention back to herself. He has to be fully healthy for one, and two, he just killed Kisame Hoshigaki, you would be dead before you hit the ground. But Mei-sama, we cannot allow Konoha to have two of our legendary blades. We only just got back the Kuibari. Pleaded Chojiro. I know I can defeat him. Swordsman challenges are to the death, Chojiro. I will not lose you to a silly mistake like that. Replied Mei, forcing Chojiro to blush. That won't be necessary. Stated Ao as he walked into the room. Back in my day, we didn't need two swords. But the bylaws of the village dictate that no man, or woman, not of the Huzuki clan, can hold more than one of the legendary swords at a time. I'm not part of your village, and the only person standing in this room that could physically stop me, won't. Stated Naruto as he pointed to the Mizukage. But that won't be necessary. You're right, that won't be necessary. Stated another voice, which once again made Mei freeze. In walked the water daimyo, his brother and bodyguard following him closely. He gazed around the room before his eyes landed on the Samahida, where a grin formed slowly on his face. So it's true. That son of a bitch is dead. That monster is dead. My lord, what are you doing here? Questioned Mei, suddenly very wary of the situation she was standing in. She knew that the water daimyo hated Kisame more than anything, and now that Naruto killed him, the water daimyo likely would side with the blonde in all trivial matter. I came to see the young man that has slain my father's assassin. Stated the daimyo, before looking back at the Konoha nin. I assume what my gatherers say is true. The demon of the hidden leaf and the Hyuga heiress. I must request I get an invite should you wed. Lord Daimyo, perhaps these arrangements can be made after we discuss Kisame. Stated Mei. Ah yes. Nothing to discuss really. I will be happily paying the young man directly for the bounty on Kisame's head, and he can keep the sword for now. We would lose more should you have to pay him or should he kill one of our aspiring ninja. Stated the daimyo with a kind look at Chojiro, shocking the room. Lord Daimyo, that is not something I can just allow. Samahida is the most powerful and valuable sword in the world. We would be left with only 4 of the 7 in our possession. Stated Mei fiercely. Oh please, Kisame was rouge for 5 years and this country survived just fine without him. Stated the daimyo with a snort. And do you forget, those swords all belong to me, as do the ninja who wield them. They are the daimyo's personal guard, and right now you only have 1 swordsman for me. That's 3 vacant swords before this one can even be filled, and no one in the village qualifies in skill or chakra capacity. Lord Daimyo, those vacancies are being filled as we speak. Stated Mei. Then you can buy the sword back when it's time to assign it to its next wielder. I'll set it up with the fire daimyo tomorrow night. Stated the water daimyo. He then turned back to Naruto and smiled. I am grateful that you killed the traitor, but please behave yourself while you are here. Your reputation for destruction is quite well documented. That won't be necessary. Old man. The group collectively froze as Danzo walked into the room, his eye trained on Naruto. It's good to see the reports of your injuries are greatly exaggerated. They made it sound as if you were nearly dead. Danzo Shimura, you are wanted for war crimes in this country. Stated Ao angrily. So is Mei Terumi. Anyone that stood against that bloodline-hating idiot had a bounty on his or her head. That charge is from 40 years ago, it is older than everyone in this room. Danzo said smoothly. And I could say the same for that Ao of the Byakugan. Besides, I'm here on request of Hiruzen Sarutobi, I have immunity for the duration of my stay. We have something very important to discuss, Ms. Terumi. And it would be an honor for you to join us, Lord Daimyo. The Fire Daimyo will be joining us in your office in minutes. With that, Danzo turned to leave the room. Ms. Hyuga, take care of him and make sure he doesn't leave this room. Until he give his report to myself and the Mizukage, he is being detained. With that, the group left, leaving Naruto and Hinata alone in the room, Danzo sneakily locking the door behind him. Hinata looked at the Samaheda, finding a strange draw to it. She shook her head and looked back at her boyfriend. Naruto smiled, before Hinata's hand shot out, slapping the back of his head. I can't leave you alone for 48 hours without you fighting an S-class ninja. Naruto grinned sheepishly. It's not like I look for them. They just show up. They just show up, huh? Asked Hinata with a giggle as she took off her jacket and hung it on the back of the chair before she stretched out. We are going to be here a while. Ino and Sakura patched up your team and they all went back to the hotel rooms. You won't be discharged till tomorrow morning. Naruto groaned at the news. He hated hospitals. His eyes shot open as reached under his hospital gown. Hinata. Hinata smirked at the blonde and winked. What? I said I'd do it later. Do you know how hard it was for me to work on your legs and see how heavy they were? Now hold still, I have a tickle in my throat. Akatsuki hideout, Kisame is dead. Stated Pain, causing 6 holographic figures to slightly jump. What? Impossible. Who killed him? Questioned Kakazu. Naruto Namikaze. Everyone looked to Itachi. I ensured that no one interfered. It was a one-on-one fight, and the Jinchuriki walked away from it. Pain only nodded as the rest of the members stood shocked. That matches what Zetsu claimed. This boy is too powerful. Well shit. I thought that the hibachi was going to be the hardest to capture. Stated Deidara. We are missing the One-Tails. Stated Sasori. We can get him in mist, and we cannot deal the rest of the beasts as we are missing Kisame and the Ikibi. No. With the Kyuubi that close and the current ninja assembled, you wouldn't be able to capture him and escape. Stated Pain. I'll get the Kyuubi when the time is right. For now, gain information on the 6 Tails location, find the 7 Tails Jinchuriki and prepare to capture the target when he returns to Suna. Kiri, 12 hours later. Where is Shithead's room? Tayuya asked the hospital receptionist. The receptionist looked at Tayuya like she had 2 heads. Thankfully Hana stepped up and asked. She means Naruto Namikaze. We are here to meet with him and lend assistance. Okay. Namikaze is in room 302, but he is in lockdown until he gives his sworn statement. Stated the receptionist. Only his medic, who is staying with him, and the team that was in the Jonin exams with him can visit. Then where is his team? Questioned Choji. Tayuya froze, her mind blank as a voice from her childhood filled her ears. No, she's dead. I saw her die, it must be someone else. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like for more what ifs and support the author. See you guys in the next video.